Well, fuck.
Take us into the. Sometimes I'm
Well,
a coffee shop in my
oh,
business.
you guys shut up. Well, now that I have them muted, hello everybody. Got a couple people, 9 people viewing, a couple people in the chat. Jeremy, Ferns, Phoebe, welcome in HQ. Sorry for the little mishap at the start of this. I got a little trigger happy and just started clicking a bunch of different random buttons, so you got like 4 different screens pop up at you before I finally got to the right one. Thank you, Swag. I can take no credit for that, as Bix does all the cool stuff on my channel. I think I've got a command for Swag. Yeah, the king of Boom Beach in the house. Anyhow, go ahead and say, got some people on call. I've got Planky, he's driving home. Andy's driving to a bar. Kim Cass is going to join me tonight. Boozer's going to join me tonight. And then we've got the Taco Truck HQ herself, but she's muted. I don't know what her plans are. But welcome everyone to the stream. We had, I wouldn't say it's a nasty roll, but it was a tough roll. We counted it out as 22 hits, and you could really only argue that you might be able to save on one or two maps. And those would have been just freaking amazing hits. So it was a true 22 hitter, and we ended up doing it in 25 due to a couple unfortunate mishaps. But I was waiting for a good op in 2.5, but because we're such a big bunch of noobs, I just gave up and decided this will have to do because a good op's just never going to happen.
All except Kim Cass, he's a beast.
Yeah, Kim Cass is a beast, and the Taco Truck is a beastest. Beastest. The plural form of beast. Or, I mean, the feminine form of beast. Anyhow.
I have my comedy hits too, whenever you look for it.
Anyhow. Man, we've got Swag on the chat.
Was that Swag?
No, he's not in the call. He's in the YouTube chat.
Danny?
Yeah.
If you want a comedy hit from me, you can just stream Maze Open here. I had a moment where I was...
Oh, the one from today's op?
Yeah, like I was clicking on smoke, it just flared on the ground again. It was inconsequential at the end, but it's kind of funny to watch.
Well, you got to flare the ground sometimes.
Okay, so here we go. So far, a real nice 2-smoke landing. It's nearly impossible not to peek there, and I find that
here, I mean, if Spark peaks, it's okay.
Yeah.
I just reflared it just in case.
Yep.
It comes after, so...
oh, God! You did a dance. Nice. Man, I didn't even really think about this, but boy, does the Long Shock Tribe help this hit.
Yes, very much.
Oh, for sure.
So I got away with this here, like, barely. But nevertheless, you can see, this is fun.
Oh, man, dude, that Long Shock Tribe. Great use of critters there for distracting this rocket launcher.
In this hit, it works because for some reason, when you throw critters in the cell, the RL gets distracted really, like for a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
It's not able to kill all of them like in just a single volley.
Nice not having a shock blaster up there, even though it looks like you would have got it just fine. So actually a really clean... So this is his comedy hit, guys.
Yeah.
And he's still...
Otherwise known as the best hit ever for most people.
Yep. So
look
true.
Look at the double head on double Houdini on Rogue.
Okay.
from Waka.
Did you really do anything else after this, or just killed the cannon and retreat?
Just a bit of barrage. After the cannon, I didn't do much.
Okay.
Just time 4.
Just cleared mines for the right SGs.
Hey,
and then I
Powder
just
Addict's in
retreated.
the stream. Welcome, Powder Addict. He is the second newest member of Elite Force 2.5, and we're really excited to have him. He's been great to get
What's
to
up,
know him.
PA?
Guacamole.
Yep.
Um,
So Guacamole is the greenest member of the team.
Yep. PA might be the second newest member of the team, but Guacamole is indeed the greenest.
Hey, Danny, are you going to show that shock knuckles hit from last stop?
Oh God, I've got to, right? I have to. Oh God, guys, when we have ops that aren't too difficult, we get bored.
Yeah, Mr. Planky went with Shock Knuckle from Rogue.
Yeah.
For 400k snipe from Rogue.
Yep.
I'm driving, Andy, so I can't watch it. Can you take him through it so you can tell him what...
I'm showing a double the Houdini first here.
Oh, okay.
A real man's hit.
Yep. Did he take shock knuckles or not shock knuckles?
No, he Houdini'd, so therefore he did not take shock knuckles.
Oh, bullet. That's much better.
You mean spark?
He's saying bullet works much better.
Oh.
that is good.
How's the ping,
Yeah.
Jeremy
Got away
Jacobs?
with the mines.
The what?
Oh, dude, this is awesome with the long shocks here, and also because you didn't have to hit any of the hard shocks.
Yep.
Wait a second. Oh, I didn't notice that someone had to clear the right side. So this is the second hit.
Yeah, there were all the rocket launcher packs.
Who
the
hit
right
who
side.
hit the right side?
I did.
Wasn't it Andy?
Yeah, it was me.
So yeah, really clean hit here. Hopefully that boom cannon goes down.
And he's done rogue a couple times before.
What's that?
He's done rogue a couple times.
Yeah, he did the open. Guacamole did the second hit.
No, I mean he's done it a few times.
No, I know.
Yeah, just a couple.
Welcome, Aman.
Yeah, I don't think the
I've
boom
caught
camp went down. I think 7k was left on it or something.
Whatever. It's easy enough to clean up. Oh, Moose Shaw's in the chat. Nice. Okay, so back to the op in question. Oh, no, we've got to show yesterday's Shock Knuckles hit.
Well, it was today's, no?
Well, today's, but last op. So, in case you guys didn't know, you can, like, hit Shock Knuckles. I don't know what's up with that random smoke. I'm guessing an accident. You can hit Shock Knuckles, and then if you shock him while he's in the Shock Knuckles pose or whatever, and smoke him, once the smoke disappears, or the shock disappears, I don't really know the exact, because it's
Superman bullet?
so hideous.
The
As you
bug
can-
still exists?
Yeah. As you can see, he shocks him mid-hit, and then he flares all the way up to the top, and as soon as the shock or smoke, I forget which one, I think shock,
The shot.
expires, he just flies. Unfortunately...
Oh, that still works?
Yeah. Unfortunately, shock blasters are not very great with that.
Oh, that's too bad.
But he was able to salvage this
I didn't
hit
know that still works.
with critters,
I thought they had
and
fixed that bug.
I don't think it's a bug. I don't know.
I mean, surely SC didn't intend for Bullet to fly over like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
why else would they name him Bullet unless he was going to run fast?
I mean, let's be honest. SC created hacks of boom cannons which shoot force, not for them to be destroyed.
yeah, that's true. I don't think they ever saw hack being as powerful as it can be.
I've seen people clear mines on Humble Pie using that.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
still have to
best
artillery the
thing
mines on the
you
left
use,
and the
yeah.
right, so it doesn't really do much in my opinion. Okay, let's get to the op in hand. Or in question, whatever. So, if you read the description, it's Alamo, Strategize, Green Court, Axiom, Tapir, Humble Pie, Torrent, and Orby. We started off with some sabotage, but 10 sabos isn't that much, at least not for us. We rely on sabos because we don't have skill.
Here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and Kimcast was the first person to start us off, and you want to talk through this hit? I'm not super familiar with it, so Kimcast.
Right side clear.
The right side
it's
clear.
It's easier right side clear.
Yeah, it is.
So you clear off the mines in front of the SGs first. Drop 7 boats and brick. 7 boats is because when I get near the SGs where I park, I've noted that with 7 boats, Zukas tend not to peek outside one smoke.
And
So that's the only reason I use 7 boats.
And not peeking,
So,
obviously, on this hit is huge because you have to flash one of the RLs.
I need the delay, yes.
I just want to tell everybody, all torrent lovers out there, this was a really, really smart time to do the right side clear.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people do it in dumb times, but thank God we have Kim Gas and he knows when it's smart to do the right side clear. This saved a hit.
Yep. That Andy went and promptly wasted. Anyways.
I completely wasted. Yep.
That's correct.
Once you
Let's show it in slow motion.
So great pixel shock there on the 6-pack.
Yeah, sometimes what happens, like probably you notice the flare is on top of the smoke timer. Like
yeah,
you kind of have to judge for yourself when the smoke is gonna wear off. Like.
So Kimcast, when do you throw the smoke to, like, what point in the smoke timer do you throw the smoke for the flash?
I count like 1 second.
After the smoke's gone?
Yeah. Usually that works.
Because
Okay.
without brick, it takes a while.
And that allows the chicks to shoot and the smoke to get there before he gets killed.
Yep. That's always been my largest problem. Welcome, Juggernaut and Havoc. Juggernaut, I'm not sure that I've seen you on the stream before, so big welcome to you.
Yeah, just so to reiterate what Plank said, the reason why in this one the play was to do the right side clear was because the rush from the standard spot had machine guns and extra RLs and all that nasty stuff around it that was just going to make it.
Yeah, not only that, but
a lot
also,
harder.
as you can see from the top here, he was able to clear 2 more rocket launchers. So a whole nother shock.
Only because I had 2 shocks. Like I only used 2 shocks for like clearing the RL.
Yes.
I used the third one just to be safe and not lose girls. And the 2 top RLs, only 1 shock was needed to like make sure they die. So in this particular hit, I was able to actually go up the top and
All right, boys.
make life easier for right side. For the
Have a
right
good
side
night,
rush.
YouTube.
You're not going to just bring us into the bar with you?
I am at the bar.
Yeah,
So,
but aren't you?
yeah.
I thought you were just going to stay on call and drink and talk to us.
What are you going to order, Andy? Gonna get some bourbon?
I don't know. Maybe Ferns will be able to tell me what to get at the bar.
Yeah, maybe. Go get
Anyway,
super
talk
lit.
to you later.
Didn't Ferns buy that bar?
He bought Elite Force. He didn't buy that bar. Yeah, so Powder Addict is saying the same thing that you said. He waits about halfway between the smoke ending and the shot, so about 1 second exactly, since they shoot every 2 seconds. Okay, so that was the first hit. I think Andy just didn't want to stay around.
Show his hit in slow motion as punishment.
Oh, this is actually Guacamole hitting Torrent.
Slow mo. Just so that the pain
Oh, it's
longer.
guacamole?
Yeah, it's Guacamole. Again, our greenest member. We probably shouldn't have sent a green member onto this hit because it is very difficult. You got flamers above, a bunch of extra RLs. That RL isn't in range. But
To be fair, the left side rush was quite nasty.
oh,
Very
absolutely.
nasty.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of room for error, and it's easy to get wrong. Like, just to not be too hard on. on guacamole.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
So Guacamole
When you-
thought
when-
that the
when you
girls were
tap
gonna
the-
walk up towards that smoke, where his flare is now. But because a couple of these cells are here, you can't do that. These cells need to be gone.
As Guacamole likes to point out to people all the time, when you tap the wrong spot, things tend to not get shot.
Yeah. Guacamole's a little bit of a jerk like that. As you can see, this is a different spot than typical. Because these flames right here, you can do an easy 4-shock with this Doom Cannon, and then same with this stuff right here. 3 that way, but he misses this one because when you tap the wrong spot, you get the wrong stuff.
Did you hear that, Guacamole? When you tap the wrong spot, you don't send the shock to the right place.
Keep practicing, Guacamole. You'll
Yeah.
get there someday.
Guacamole eventually won't be quite as green. He'll turn brown.
He'll become more seasoned.
A little bit more salty too.
I think Guacamole's been brown for a while.
Welcome, Thor. Should have a salty crew all hits live tomorrow.
Guacamole from Mexico.
Yes, Swag. It is very nice to have someone skilled in Elite Force to teach us the way, because we suck. The luckiest task force in existence by far. It's not even close. So Guacamole's trying to get some extra GBE here to... I don't know why I'm not fast forwarding this.
Because he's planning on hacking.
No
Did we,
PA.
Danny?
No-
Did we ever show the Andes Open, the 4 SGs with bullets?
Oh.
No PA. We are completely fine with Swag staying in retirement.
Yeah, we're more than fine with the last hit he did in Elite Force 2.5, which was 300 at the time, was he tried to flash a SG with 4 machine guns unshocked right next to him. That happened on green court, right side. I remember it. But no, Kimcast, I haven't. That's probably the next big thing I want to do in my AZ tutorial videos is at least the left side with bullet to show people how to do that, because that's a cool hit. So after that, we held off on
Leon
Torrent.
has to be quite friendly.
Yeah. After that, we held off on Torrent for a while, and Plink went in.
Somebody had to show Guacamole how to go get that left side.
Yeah. And he's going to start off hacking.
I looked at this hit for a very long time, and we were going to rush it from the right side. What I really wanted to do was to hack the shock launcher that's below the core and get that beach rocket launcher. But GBE was so tight because there's extra shocks on the left. And I just decided not to risk it. I knew that the core rush was only going to be 4 or 5 shocks from the right side. I made a priority out of getting the left SGs down.
And we had our most explosive attacker hit there. Refag
He
beams.
was ready to crush it.
Always ready to burst.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torrent Rush, I think you had like 50 cells or something available.
Someone went
Because
rogue.
the RLs were gone, you could just
That's why
farm everything.
Hey, Planky,
when
reset your connection.
he said me.
Yeah. So this is initially what the greenest member of our task force tried to do.
Oh, look where he tapped that shot. Amazing what happens when you tap the right place.
Mm-hmm. So after this, there wasn't a whole lot left to do, so he decided to help out the rusher a little bit by killing as many single shots as possible, since there's no long range splash damage stuff on this side. So he just tried to kill, and he got a couple, and also freed up the cells over here from any type of coverage from anything.
I try to do that. We've all seen a core left with 12k damage or something, and you just anytime you can do a little bit extra, then try to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, our most explosive member, 7 troop damage. I think it's such a fitting name for 7 troop damage. We'll go ahead and fast forward some through here. And this had got a little.
Beats be feeling like a swag after this when he took the wrong line on the flare.
Yeah. It always sucks when you feel like a swag. So Refried Greens wanted to flare actually the gap beneath this cell here, because it would have lined him up better. And as you can see here, the girls took 3 different paths, and he lost delay.
Oh, that's so annoying every time.
Yeah. And then he flares onto the core and loses delay because one girl likes to be rude, lost some girls to the shock launcher, and then just decided to shock a whole bunch of stuff to be safe because he had the GBE. Shocks are long, and his core falls real quick even with the lost girls. Yeah, Refried Beans is way better than you, Swag.
Hey, Danny, can you mute the stream real quick? I want to ask you a question.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. Boozer was just telling me how much he is in love with Capone, and he didn't want the world to know, but I think it's time they know.
The secret's out.
The secret is out. So Capone...
Boozer gives Capone a 10 out of 10.
Every time.
Yeah, for some reason, Boozer thinks it's his job or something to like rate every single attack. I don't know what's up with that.
It's just a good way to measure yourselves, on a day-to-day basis, something to hold yourself accountable to.
For sure.
I measured myself and I was 2.5 inches.
The most upstanding crew of people. Okay, so next here we've got Dan Mullen Strat, and this was a little bit of a unlucky hit. You actually can't do this hit since Bullet's been... no, there's an up... You used to be able to do this even after the nerf, and then there's an update, and the girls started standing really weird on this hit. And you'll see it here in a second. A bunch of the girls will actually walk forward instead of staying back to the left of this power cell here. So in the past, you just have to throw a critter, and some of the girls in the front would get picked off by these MGs, but it wasn't a big deal. But now a large portion of the girls are up front there, and as you can see, it's just not doing barely anything to that. So
what's the fix to that?
We'll show it in, I think Nacho or something hit this base. Maybe Chimichanga, I'm not sure. We'll show
The
it.
wrap is not working?
No, the wrap hasn't worked like that with Bullet for a while now. And then unfortunate a little bit with the smokes there, but he was able to still clear a whole bunch of stuff here. And we were still able to prep this in 2 more after this. And then we had 2 rushes on the power core because the core was like 7 shocks and 1.7 million or something like that. Yeah, guys, if you'd like to leave a like, I appreciate it. Also, mostly like to interact with people who are live in chat here. So, if you're out there and haven't at least said hi, I would appreciate it. So that was Dan. After Dan, we had Gordita. Gordita was the next hit here on Strategize. Yeah, Swag. I noticed the other day that I'm closing in on 500 subs. I can't believe that many people waste their time with me. Feel privileged. It's cool to see so many people following, even though the game's kind of dying. So as you can see on this hit, it's the same exact flares actually, but he's going to use shocks on a bunch of stuff, and I think he even misses something here. I'm not sure. Or she, I should say, because it is a Gordita, not a Gordito. Yep, so Critter's out, and then you just do 4 shocks. You just can't use Bullet. You still do the wrap the same way.
So Bullet makes the girls stand differently?
No, they still stand differently without Bullet, but this instead of not shocking the MGs, you shock them.
Oh.
Oh, and then Gordita, I forgot, lays the rest of Brent.
You could just use 2 shocks there, though, right?
No. Oh, are you talking getting the 4-pack and then the 2 closest MGs on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can. You might get really unlucky with a stray bullet from those inner MGs. The least I would do would be 3, to be honest. No, I think you need... Yeah.
3 is safer.
Yeah,
Like
4 is even safer.
The top right MGs, you might get away.
I mean, if you don't need the GBE, then yeah, it's always better to do the safest way.
I'm a robot HQ.
I don't do that hit. I've never done that wrap hit before, so I was just curious. That's why I was asking.
HQ, will you call my wife and tell her I'll be late?
Another woman calling your wife to tell her you'll be late. That's gold.
HQ said robot Danny boy.
She's listening on the call. How does the stream sound to those of you in the chat?
You sound fine to me, Danny.
Sounds like I'm, like Plank said, fine on the call. So Gordita decides to not kill and try to do some hacking and just ran out of time, and Sparky...
Well, he forgot to hack first. He meant to hack those shock launchers before he launched.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gordita.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I would never be able to do any useful work in strat.
Oh, me either. I can do left side. So up next is chimichanga. Chimichanga is one of my favorite Mexican foods. There's a place around here that does this real nice Korean chimichanga with steak and a real nice sauce. Had it Saturday night. It was very good.
Jesus, Danny, are we done with the restaurant review?
Do you actually want a full review, or what are you thinking?
I don't know, you could read the newspaper to us too while we're on the stream.
Yeah, Swag. That's why 1,000 Swag accounts got changed right as soon as they had an update. For 500 gems for a new name. There's no Swags left. So, 2 shots these, even though it doesn't kill them, it's going to get them real darn close. And probably could have actually 3-shotted them, but also another thing to think about is how many girls you lose for chimichanga.
He was just being a weenie.
Mm-hmm. No, that's chorizo being a weenie. Okay, no, not
That's funny because it's a
Very
sausage.
nice
Oh, I got
player.
it. That was awesome.
1 lane.
Congratulations.
Yep,
I just don't understand the reference. So,
chorizo is a sausage, weenie sausage.
oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, Kimcast keeping us on track. Real nice 1 lane. He does 2 4x4 or 2x4 shocks, and since there's no rocket launchers right here, is able to free snipe it. Just absolutely beautiful job up top by Chimichanga.
Did he free snipe that?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, shocked. He shocked. I shouldn't have said free snipe, but there was absolutely nothing hitting him with those 2 shocks, which was great. Drops a couple of bolts on the left to kill the shield gens, and then uses whatever extra barrage and artillery to clear any mines and that last SG that's still standing there. Yeah, we can do a poll for who's the best Mexican food hitter. My polling ability sucks, but
It's got to be chimichanga.
This was a really good hit.
Very clean.
yeah, it was.
I like the shocks up top.
If you would have hit like that in Commander of the Month booster, you would have won it, dude.
Yep.
I know, right? No doubt. Except I actually got a hack to work for me. I got 2 hacks to work for me. Poor Chimichanga wasn't able to quite make that happen. Oh, he did like I did too. He hacked the cannon.
Yeah.
Why did Spark hack that cannon?
Doesn't matter. There wasn't enough damage around to
If
kill anything.
if Chimichanga would have retreated
yeah.
before he
Oh, the DC,
launched Spark,
the DC was out of range?
Well, nothing died, so I would assume so. So let's see. We've
It
got
didn't help that the
Chimichanga.
cannon was hacked because
We've
those other
got-
cannons would have targeted the shock launcher.
Should we include HQ's taco truck in the food references?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
How about
That's
gordita?
the food transportation.
Yeah, and gordita's just the food ED.
So PA should be next, I think.
Yep. I'm just adding some votes in.
Oh, my bad.
We've got a taquito. I'm gonna add gordita.
Was Nacho in this op?
No, Nacho was not in this op.
No wonder it's so close.
Enchiladas was though. And that's oops. I did not want to do that. Sorry guys. Hopefully that doesn't ruin anything. I quit it right away.
Poll close, it says.
Okay. Man, we have a lot of hitters on the men here. Did I add gordita?
So what's happening? Do we need to kill some time with a joke?
Yeah, please.
So what do you call a red-headed ninja?
Oh
No,
yeah, we
Chuck-
never got to this joke.
Chuck Norris jokes only.
Chuck Norris. What does Chuck Norris call a red-headed ginger? Oh, I'm sorry, I ruined it. A red-headed ninja is a ginger.
A ginger.
Ginger.
Chuck Norris would have told that joke better.
Ginger. That's good.
Okay.
Recently, I was watching this long playthrough of God of War 4, and then as YouTube was flipping videos, I came across Christopher Judge reading dad jokes.
Oh God. So Old Blooded here got a little bit unlucky because he calculated. We actually decided that 7-3 was going to be best for this hit, and he calculated to have that sell down, and it was going to give him an extra critter. Because as you can see, this is 7 shocks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And he was going to use that critter to distract these mortars, one of the two. He could have got this mortar with a shock, but it's such a difficult shock, especially when you're throwing 7 shocks. We all thought it best to just play it safe. But unfortunately, his girls kind of spread a little bit weird, and they took a whole bunch of them. And he still ended up doing real nice damage for a 1 point set.
There's not many people that can do shocks better than PA.
No.
That shock time.
Not much as quick. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is he using multi-touch or is he using one at a time?
You can't use multi-touch anymore.
Yeah, right? He's doing one at a time. That's
Yeah.
so fast.
I think you can put all your fingers down and then lift them up individually, but I think that just sounds really hard. PA, if you're in the chat, if you want to comment on, or if you want to jump on the call, you have the ability to do that as well. Totally up to you.
PA, where you at, bro? Join the call.
As a matter of fact, I am not able to do any two-handed shocks or anything. All of my shocks is just
same.
like one tap everywhere.
If I do
And I have
two-handed shocks, it's like one shock that's out in the middle of nowhere. I'll do with my left instead of my right.
You do your shocks with one finger only?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I think he was asking both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I just the one finger. Like
Yeah,
I have to kind of determine which order my shocks should go in, like based on say
delay.
If it's an MG, FT, if it's close, etc., that sort of thing. Like there's a certain sequence that I want.
So Anderson does a real nice hit here. I mean, it's just a flash kill. Shocks the stuff that will shoot quickly and leaves everything else unshocked, and just made sure not to delay. Powder Addict says, yeah, I usually hold first 2 shocks down and release at different times. That way I can start to look at the following shocks. So a little bit of the closest thing to multi-touch that you can have.
I hold my iPad with my left hand and I hit my shocks with my right hand, and then I control the gunboat abilities with Mr. Plank.
Welcome, Fritz. Okay, where are we at?
But when you need to hit perfect shocks, it's a real hassle. Like I have to zoom in completely just to be sure that it's at exactly the right location.
It's because we're noobs, guys. So on this hit, I proved how much of a noob I am. Andy still thinks this was the wrong strategy. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Where did you go left? Oh, right first. Okay.
Yeah, right first.
I
just think this was poorly performed. Because there was no rocket launchers up here, I felt like I could kill everything with Zukas, and it wouldn't take as much time and all that type of good jazz. Unfortunately, I lost a few too many. And then I just had a dumb flare. I don't know why I flared down that way. I should have flared like underneath the cells here. But I lost just about a good portion of my girls.
Boozer, this is the one that you and I talked out on Pi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Danny had the wrong strategy.
Me too. He was on call when we were talking about it too. He just totally ignored what we said.
So he ignored the note that you wrote.
No, this was
Yeah.
the hit before him. His.
Oh, I see.
No, I had a note on there
So
before
disrespectful.
anybody even touched it.
Well, I wasn't listening to that. So I then decided to use heavy with the heavy damage. Thought that would be a good idea, and it worked out really well. And I cleared just about all the mines and some on the left. So it's not as bad as they make me feel, because it hurts deep down inside. They got Boozer next on Humble.
Yeah, somebody had to come in and show the rest of these Mexican food guys how to play the game.
Yeah. So Thor saying the multi-touch did start working when they did the latest update with the warships, but then the mini update to fix the warships messed up the multi-touch. And to be honest, I don't know if they purposely took away multi-touch. I don't know. I don't see why they would. I see that as a great ability and a huge skill. I don't see that in any way unfair or anything, but I don't know. They do whatever the heck they want. So because there's fewer cells here,
he's
it's
flaring
really
the
easy.
top directly?
Yeah, it's really easy to
I didn't know
predict
you
the
can do
path.
that.
Yeah, because there's less cells. The more cells there are there,
my.
the a little bit more
They actually
complicated.
take that path automatically?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Boozer,
know.
you want to talk where you flared?
Huh? You just flare right above. There's usually 4 rocket launchers right there. You just flare right behind in the middle of the two.
As you can see, his flares were very on point, as much as that pains me to admit. And the way I do it, I'm not sure if Boozer's the same way, but the way I do it is as soon as you see a flare land, you throw the next one, and it works out great.
I do it right before it lands.
Powder Addict says nothing SC does is on purpose. I tend to agree. Okay, so Boozer does it right
Nice.
before it lands. It lands, and he's getting selfish with the cells here. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
he's just
retired
clean.
from Humble Pie Open from now on.
Left, you mean, or right?
Yeah, left.
Yeah, Boozer's pretty good at it. I don't agree with this strategy, Boozer. I think you should have. I think you should have free sniped the closer SG and then flared the farther one.
Why? The closest one had 70K. The farthest one had 200K.
Yeah, the closest one you could have free sniped though.
It was unclear. No, the mortar would have been in range.
Oh, it's so cute when lovers quarrel.
The mortar would have been in range of that.
It so wouldn't have. It would
Yeah,
not
it
have.
would.
You are just wrong. So
Nope.
this is Superb, the latest co-leader in Elite Force 2.5.
If you don't like the way I did it, wait till you see how he does it.
And he's a co-leader.
I'm just a measly officer, so
Yeah.
nothing.
Forever an officer.
Was somebody promoted him to officer?
It's Frankenstein's game. They lost control of it years ago. It just has a mind of its own now. That's such a good analogy, PA. Well, for when their reason for why they won't add Intel to warships is they're afraid it's going to break the game if they change warships. It's not a good thing. I just can't get over that. Like, they're not opposed to adding Intel to warships.
Is that an official thing?
Yes. They're not
They
opposed to
kept
adding
Intel
Intel to
in
warships. They're
warships.
just afraid... Or, I'm sorry, to... not warships, to... what's the dumb Thursday event?
War Factory.
War Friday. War Factory.
Yeah, War Factory. They're not opposed to adding it to War Factory. They're just too afraid they'll break the game if they do. I think that's just really funny.
Yes.
So as you can see, 5 shocks
Inexplicable.
here. And then for this one, you want to do the flares as soon as you see them enter your screen. You do the next one. As you can see, his flare timing was a little bit off. He got saved a little bit by the
Well, the long shock saved him.
long shocks,
Saved him
especially
here.
considering
Like,
you didn't decide to reflare
a
there. And then he
regular
throws a...
hit. Regular hit, he probably would have missed on one.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
Like
no
as
doubt.
Boozer said, like your ideal flare timing is as soon as the flare lands, you want to throw the flare on the next
Well, on
destination.
this one, I actually do as soon as the flare enters the screen because it's a farther distance.
Yeah, it's different for everybody. It depends on how your screen zoom is. But yeah, I do the same thing. As soon as the flare comes over the top of my screen on Humble Pie Top is when I throw the next flare.
Yeah. So he leaves. I forget how much on that, but it left for quite a fun finish. Oh no, that wasn't this base. That was a couple days ago. KD, we had a similar situation. There's less on the shield gen though, and he got all the way to the core, and the smoke was dwindling down. And Plank and I were on call, and we're like, "Dear God, please send the 2
Yeah,
artilleries."
That was a few weeks ago.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
God, time flies. Anyway, so he decided to use artillery on the 1 mortar because it's
Hold on.
You mean
Hold
Jason,
on.
not
I wanna
KD.
go-
This
I
is
wanna
Jason
go-
going.
No, I know. I was talking about a hit KD did.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to go back and look at the range of that mortar and see where the girl stood to see if I could have free sniped it with Zukas.
He did free snipe it with Zukas.
No, he barred out the closest mortar.
Okay. Real clean hit. Jay is always such a clean hitter.
Freaking goober.
Okay, let's go ahead and prove Boozer wrong once again.
You mean prove me? So pause. Okay, so that's where they would be standing. Oh,
Do you want to leave the call now, or what does this look like, guys? Gonna screenshot that.
You're right. I was wrong.
I'm gonna
At least I can-
I'm gonna send that to you as a postcard.
But look how close though. Look how close that is. If I
That's
would've
not
been
even
wrong-
close at all.
If I would have been
That's-
wrong, if it
that's-
would have been wrong, I would have. It would have been a total waste
That's
of it.
well over 1.5 tile
Yeah, I agree.
for the left ones and 1 tile on the right.
I agree with
That's
Kimcast.
safe.
Boozer
Yeah,
was
so it was
completely
one-
wrong.
It was 1 tile away from being a complete disaster. So, if
You're
I
1
would have
tile
I
away
think
from being a complete disaster.
Mortars are more sympathetic if you're just standing right on the edge.
if I have 1 boat, it's not sympathetic at all.
So Boozer's super
No, but
butthurt
like,
right now because I was right and he was wrong.
RLs tend to like with the
Overshoot.
splash they'll hit beyond the range, like 1.5. I think it's 1.5.
Yep. Something like that.
Like
So this is Andy hitting, as you can see. Green court. You got an extra laser here, which doesn't affect the right side, but certainly does affect the middle. And as you can see, he only takes 2 boats, and he peaks just a tad there, unfortunately.
They didn't expect them to split left so fast.
Yeah. And he used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 1 more than he normally does.
what was the health here?
I was
Like
on-
in the 250k?
I was online. When
I'm not sure.
I was online when he was doing this hit. He was. I made fun of him for using 6 smokes right after.
Good. Because he makes fun of me for using 6 smokes. I can't do 5.
Who cares? It's 1 smoke, and you don't lose delay ever.
Okay, it seems like low health. Probably in
Yeah.
the 250k.
Yeah. Well, so 820%. Oh yeah, this is the. Oh, this is a nice hit. I forgot about this.
Yeah, this is a great hit.
I still don't know why he took Spark instead of Bullet.
This is an Anderson. This is one of the hit Anderson came up with. They've been doing it lately. it's a way to be able to try to do green court 3 when you have full rocket launchers on the left side. So
Unfortunately, just a little bit of a peak there.
the goal is to get 5 rocket launchers.
You can do 5 with bullet all day, though.
I don't know. Is right now you couldn't because of long shots.
Oh, good point. As you can see, he's able to get 3 hacks off, I think. No, 2 hacks off. And clear 3 rocket launchers. Just a really nice hit.
Oh, the LBs.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to be able to get the shield gen.
Well, this one you
If he
couldn't get
would
the
have
shield
gotten
gen because of the sniper towers.
Yeah. If he would have gotten it, though, he could have had a chance of getting it down in 3. That was his goal. He told me today that his goal was to get 5 RLs and the shield gen.
Oh, really?
Is that becoming the new standard now?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But you could, I think you would typically use bullet when it's not these tribes.
As you can see, flares really high up onto the shore, and the reason for that is this would be more important if we didn't have the long shocks, but they don't have to travel as far when you flare the rocket launchers, or the rocket launcher, I should say. From here, he goes straight up. Unfortunately, a whole bunch of girls take a path he didn't love.
Why
and-
did this split like this? That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Well, and he did flare against that wall up there. If he would have flared against the
So he decides hacks here are the most important thing. He got one off. But leaves for an easy third hit. The fourth hit wasn't. This was done by Enchilada.
It should have been, but this is where we used another.
Later.
Capone fails the rush.
Yeah. So we had one unfortunate hit on Strat.
One on Torrent.
One on Torrent. And one on Green Court. Otherwise, the hits were very, very nice this op. Which is why I wanted to show it. It's not often that you get 22 real nice hits. So he'll be landing Spark here soon.
I miss the days of like left and top rush done together.
Yeah, I was never around for those days, to be honest with you.
When you flash the left and then go up to the top.
Yeah. I mean, we have bullet, which is by far a better hit. You clear the left side of the arc. It reduces 2 shocks for the rush. So like way back when we didn't have the heroes, you would just revert, like we would just revert to, say, doing a bottom right followed by left top, and then try to get the rush going straight up from the middle.
So the reason I want to point out that he didn't free snipe the SG was he actually Enchilada has dropped one too many boats to go up top. He meant to save one boat Azukas, and unfortunately that's really going to curse the next hitter, Capone, on Green Court here. Using one smoke because that mortar is always in range. He's going to eat all the cells here. If you're not confident enough to eat all the cells on Green Court, don't hit it. Which is why you don't see me rushing Green Court.
Or maze. Or any of them with cells.
So he just flares a tad too early, and it just wouldn't die, and then one girl lost some delay, and then his shot got brick. It was just really unfortunate hit there.
Oh,
Fritz is saying his task force was way behind then, or behind, because before Heroes they would spend 2 attacks to clear the rocket launchers. 50-man tactics, he says. That was the interesting thing about 2.0. It was a 50-man, but they always had 25-man tactics for the most part. A lot of really high-level players played in 2.0 for a long time.
well, the transition wasn't like it took time to get to that point. Like
Oh, absolutely.
when I first joined 2.0, was so I was with Valhalla Elite at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, doing 25 like a 25 man doing
Deep cut
massive
or
attack
massive
or
attack.
like one of the deep cut or massive attack like we were kind of oscillating between. Um, then we kind of closed and moved to some of us moved to 2.0, so I was part of that move. And 2.0 was kind of mastering Forlorn Hope at the time, like with
Mm-hmm.
50. So it was, if we got like 6 or 7 SGs with Maze in particular, we struggled a lot with Maze.
Yep.
We eventually understood how to take down Maze. So that's actually the time when I really learned how to hit Maze, the open in particular. And gradually, like we got to a point where we're like, all right, now we understood how to kill Forlorn Hope no matter what happens. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then we started optimizing our strats to
Yep.
really get down to 25 man style tactics.
Yep. I
But
did 10-man for a
it took
long time
months.
before ever doing 25-man, and Capone asked me to join Elite Force 300, which eventually turned into 2.5. And at the same time, I ended up putting 2 or 3 accounts into 2.0 to learn from people like Kim Cass, who you just heard talking, and Obey and Payman, and
Oh man, Obey was
Obey's,
I would say Obey is by far the most consistent rusher I've seen.
yeah, no doubt. He never failed.
Like he his level of consistency is just so remarkable.
Yep.
You give him Maze, Outwards, Drain Core,
And the fact that he had
or
4
Humble
accounts
Pie,
at like 1,000 VP.
and he was not losing powders.
No.
He
No.
was making powders. Like that's
No.
the part that terrified me.
Yep. I don't know how he did it. I always wanted to
And
ask him if he had endless reserves on.
sometimes he shared screens. I think he had like
He had 2,000 powder on all of
17.
his account.
Like, yes, like close to 2,000 powders on each account, and he had like 4 running every day.
Yep.
It's
I
like,
don't
how
know.
does he do
It
that?
was ridiculous.
Oh,
He
what does Fritz say? When the guys from G stopped by, my jaw was always on the floor. I'm also in G, by the way.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, how's the 10-man doing?
Okay, like we're kind of getting to grips with D and MA. We're experiencing some growing pains, in me in particular, with rushing.
Yeah.
Because like you don't have any margin for error essentially. You have to nail your shocks, and
Yep.
like when one shock goes away, then your rush is gone, and you know
Yep.
it's gonna cost the
That's
off
why
most
Mistake Z's
likely.
been having so much trouble. I suck.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
I
Booze.
concur.
But it's good. I mean, it's a different challenge.
Yep.
We
So,
rolled a winnable one today.
did we? About time. We've been really screwed lately on operals and Mistake Z. Yesterday we had Humble, Maze, and Strat.
Forlorn?
No,
FH?
Massive Attack.
10
Damn.
man.
Maze on massive attack. That's nasty.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you can do a nice clear, it's 100.
Force points.
It's 100 force points.
Mm-hmm.
So Maze is kind of one of those that it's like, if you're gonna leave one up anyways, Maze isn't that bad because typically
Would you even bother with Maze?
We've killed
with massive
Maze.
attack?
Yeah,
in
We've
Massive
done.
Attack?
Yeah,
We
we've
beat
done
an
it.
op with maze, right? Or
Yeah, we did it in 3 to beat an op once.
yep.
Were you able to combine open and top SG somehow?
It was combine open and right to start, and then open again and
Wow.
top.
Yeah, did half the open with the right and the other half
That was
on the
during.
top.
Was that? That was during the troop damage tribe, and we sabotaged one of the ones on the right.
Oh, smart. Yeah, I see. I think I see what you guys. So you like probably it wasn't all RLs and
No, it
all
was.
SBs on the left though, right?
It was.
It
No,
was. Oh
there
wow.
no,
I-
there was only
I thought there was.
no, it wasn't a full open. It was two. I think you only needed 2 hacks, and there was two. I mean, the full shock blasters, but there was only 2 RLs, one lower and one upper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wrong. So there's HQ's taco truck taking down Orbifold. Only the Demented can kill Orbifold because that base is Demented.
So he did the on that maze we did in 3. He did the right, got the 2 beach shock blasters and one rocket launcher on the lower part of it, and then he got the one last rocket launcher and then did the top.
Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyways, back to
yeah, we had a stream on it. I took down a whole bunch of streams. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but I did for some security reasons. So here's Chorizo, our next menu attack on Tapir. This is a real nasty Tapir. We went back and forth and thought about making it 8-2, so you could do 5 shocks.
Oh damn.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
and then
like
5 to get these two and this right
park
here.
at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, park at the top seems reasonable here, right?
yeah,
Not the usual spot near the statue.
no. But instead we went with a 7-2 and decided to do 3 shocks and critters.
And we went 7-2. We said screw the 10th statue.
Yeah.
Oh, 7-3. yeah. We do bases with green. This has the Lifewell gold production 50% boosted at all times. Yeah, this was a highly calculated out GBE hit, and he used one too many smokes, but we had allowed for 3 critters in this, so it was fine because he was able to still do 2 critters. Oh no, he did do 3 critters. How did he have GBE for that? I don't remember. But and this was pretty decent health on it too, if I recall.
He just didn't get the critters down fast.
2.6 and 2.636.
Yeah, it was a good hit. Just didn't get the critters down fast.
Yep. And then for the kill on Tapir.
With that many RLs firing, I don't think they would have survived
What would have?
the critters.
Yeah, that's
He
why
used
you had to
3 of
keep
them.
doing repeat critters. So this was a 6-4 account.
Did we get this in 2?
Yeah,
Nice.
both real nice hits.
I didn't see this. I never watched this. The replays of this page.
Boozer's too good for replays.
I've seen all except this one. So
Anyways, this one, his smokes were pathed out perfectly. Kind of learned from the hit before. And as you can see, these last smokes he's going to throw at the same time. And it's going to provide a real nice critter smoke. It's great when you can use one of your natural smokes you have to use as a critter smoke. That's always beneficial, and keep that as an option open for these straight walks. If I recall correctly, his next critter, he waited a tad too long because these flames ate so many of the critters. But fortunately, there's a peak of girls coming off the front, and they were the ones that got smashed, not a huge chunk. And there goes the tip of urine too.
Good
Really,
work.
really nice.
So after that, went into Green Court. We were worried about going in one more after we ate all the
What's
cells.
left? Axiom and Alamo?
Yeah, we. I didn't show Axiom. Green Court went. So after that went into, and then we already watched Green Court. Went in one more after the failed hit by Capone. We felt a lot better because we knew it left us 2 for the strat rush, which you've already seen. These 2 right here. And then it left us 3 for Alamo. We thought we could do Alamo possibly in 2. Unfortunately, we didn't get 2, but here's KD again. KD in the canoe. We call ourselves the canoe of noobs because we're noobs. And there's funny gifs of people noobing it up in a canoe. I think I don't really know why we call ourselves that.
The
But
noob
we-
Oh,
canoe.
that's why the canoe.
I really don't know if
I
that's
never
why the
understood
canoe.
what the reference to the canoe was.
I don't either. But that's my guess. Have you seen all those gifs we're always posting of people in like canoes and kayaks just face planting? It's gold.
On telly? I didn't
Yeah.
notice.
Kimcast is oblivious to our humor.
See, Kimcast comes from a different line of Boom Beach players. He comes from like the G line where they're like super
The
like
talented ones.
talented and super like efficient, and then there's the 2.5 line where we're just a bunch of
Not
goobers
really.
that get lucky.
Like, I'm the kind of player who can get maze open right and just completely fudge Titanic Rush.
I can't hit Axiom to save my life, so and I still go up the left wall and tech crunch, so I mean,
Left wall. Only way to do it, bro.
yeah, me and Boozer go left wall. I wish
Don't do it.
I wish Andy was here right now.
That's the only way. That's how I learned it 2 years ago. So that is the only.
So Taquito, and then I'll post.
Chiquita.
I don't know why I said that.
Oh, did HQ join?
She's been on call the whole time. She's just been quiet because she's afraid of us.
No, my husband's at home. But I just sent him to go get me food, so
Ooh, what are you getting?
got a few minutes. McDonald's,
Ooh,
because he's craving a poutine.
they have poutine at
What?
McDonald's?
Hell yeah.
What?
She's in Canada. They have poutines at gas stations.
What's a poutine?
It's cheese curds and fries with like gravy and.
Yeah, it's delicious.
The heck? I've never heard of such a thing.
That's because you're from Arkansas, and those schools in Arkansas just don't teach you too much.
Yeah, they
It
never
like
thought.
originated in Montreal. Poutine.
Danny, here's a question.
Yeah.
So you have the state of Kansas, but Arkansas is not
Dude,
said like
Don't
Arkansas.
even get me going on that. Don't even get me
So
going on that.
I never understood like the spelling is the same. So why
English
is it
is a
pronounced
dumb
differently?
language. That's the reason.
I've got another question. How come there's a West Virginia, but there's no damn East Virginia?
I agree. I've wondered that myself. Like,
That's a good one.
like there's a North and South Carolina, but there's a West Virginia and a Virginia. Like, what's that? No, I totally agree with you on the Arkansas thing. I actually argued with.
What's wrong with Arkansas?
Why is it
I'm just asking,
sounded Arkansas?
Why is one Kansas and the other is Arkansas?
Oh,
But the spelling is exactly the same, except for the AR, obviously.
I don't know. It's just proper English.
No, it's just
So
dumb
you're saying
English.
Kansas should be pronounced Kansas, or else Arkansas should
No,
be
I'm-
pronounced Arkansas?
I'm just curious. I don't think there is one way that's better than the other.
Well, we should have a poll for this, probably.
Plugs in the house.
Oh God.
I'm surprised he hasn't jumped on call. We didn't do it in my super secret room.
Stop sending Flug the links.
No, English is just screwed up, and I don't know why it's pronounced like that. The whole West and East Virginia thing is just a whole nother story. I don't know what to tell you, Plank. Oh, so on this hit
Maybe
and
ask
the
Rick
next
at
hit,
Supercell about that.
yeah, I think it's Supercell's fault. I think on this hit and the next hit, the attackers Taquito and Anderson forgot to boost the shock drive. So that was our last Mexican food hit. So I'll go ahead and post the poll. So if you want to vote for chimichanga, do exclamation point vote space 0, and so on and so forth.
Well,
Which
you got to
one?
have a coding degree to vote.
Boat taco truck.
Yeah, HQ's taco truck is exclamation point vote space. Where are you?
HQ, you'd get more votes if you hadn't hit 2
Did I
times
not
on
put
one.
you in? Oh, I did. 1. So Sparky was real nice on this attack and decided to take one to the face. And that's why this wasn't able to go in 2, because we were planning on the Sparky to just release critters and kind of eliminate a lot of the effects of the Doom Cannon. You really had to move up because of all these cannons and stuff. These boom cannons are still a big problem. But as you can see, here comes, boom, Sparky's dead.
There were no critters?
What do you mean?
There was not a single critter that distracted this DC.
Yeah. So he knew it wasn't going down in 1, and we had one more attack, so he decided, let's play this smart and kill that Doom Cannon.
Kill the DC.
Yeah. Because the core health's only like 6 or something million, I don't even know. Critters were a tad late, so he lost some girls, and from here on, he just does a free snipe. Yeah, that's a good point. Fritz points out that the taco truck has everything listed included. So we've got 10 people in the chat right now. I would like to see at least 8 votes, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen because some people are shy.
Lurkers.
Yeah.
So the HQ's in the chat, so the only vote is herself. So
So we're at 1 hour and 24 minutes. I'll show this last attack, and then maybe I'll do a live hit. I think the op's easy enough that I can probably scout something out pretty quick. I don't know why he sent artilleries there, to be 100% honest with you. But this is Captain Crunch, as you can read. Another guy who's been, I don't even know who's been in Elite Force longer. You were...
what's he going?
Cap was there before I was.
What's he gonna do? Houdini that boom cannon?
Yeah, he who double hacked it. That was really cute. Ooh, we've got a vote for Taquito. And yeah, there's that.
So, best Mexican food hitter. So, best hit? I think Chimichanga's hit was the better one in this song.
Chimichanga, what did Chimichanga hit? Strategize, that
The
was
right
a really
side on
nice
the
hit.
track.
Yeah, that was a really nice hit by
best.
Chimmy.
I think that hit was the better in this op, so I'll be voting 0.
So how many hits we got? 3 for Phobos.
Probably meant as a joke.
Well, it's
What's on Phobos?
3.5 million and 1, 2,
that's
3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is probably 3. This is a nasty Phobos.
This is a stupid land. Unless you
Bye,
can
Thor.
somehow get...
Bye, Thor. Thanks for coming.
Unless you can somehow get Bullet in there and
Smokey's
not lose
good in the
delay.
chat. Yeah.
I had to get in there and make sure HQ doesn't win this straight up.
Well, she's
I'm
winning
winning
right
it.
now.
It's all about the taco truck.
Go back to that. Is that the one?
Yeah, this is currently.
I haven't looked at our op yet.
Well, that's really team-like of you.
I
No,
haven't
I'm
been
kidding.
on.
I'm just kidding. Settle down. Okay,
Whoa, that's nasty.
I'm not hitting that Phobos though. I suck.
I vote Danny Boy hits everybody. What do you want Danny to hit? Vote Phobos.
I'm not putting our op in risk just for that.
You should hit Phobos.
Team like of you.
Hey, Fog.
Alright.
I'll
You
hit
can do
right
right
side
as
maze.
in maze. It's relatively safe.
Swaggy,
Just
what's
3
up, dude?
shots.
Oh, good day.
Yeah, right side maze is easy. That's where they need me. Easy stuff.
Top SGs is also fine. You have 3 shots.
Yep.
Health is like 290k.
Oh, I'm gonna do the
280?
right ones. Fog posts Phobos in the chat.
I don't know why you want to do. You don't want to do Phobos.
Because I'm not
I
good
just
at
heard you.
Phobos, and I'm not
I
gonna put
just-
a real op in risk.
You aren't good at maze either.
Thank you, Fog. I hate warships sometimes. Most times.
Oh, is there a way to remove that
Oh, that
warship
stupid
button?
Yeah. And then
Can
when
we
you go to
remove,
hit
like, oh,
home,
so I'm not alone. I hate that button.
no, yeah, and then when you go to
This-
hit home, it goes
Attack.
to the attack because they move the home to the left. Like the home
Yes.
should be the first thing on the
Stupid.
right every time. I don't know.
Oh, the guy who
You
hasn't
just
even
gotta
got
watch what you're doing.
the guy who hasn't even got his intel boats coaching me on the team.
I certainly did get my intel boats. I waited till after the op started. They're gonna go under that mortar, right?
Yeah. Easy. Just check the range on that DC. Make sure you probably it should cover until
They're
about 2
not.
tiles near the black and yellow line. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 2,
I
maybe
don't
3
think
tiles.
they're gonna be underneath that mortar.
I have extra GBE. I might as well be safe. I think.
Yeah, I
You'll be pretty safe. It's 3 shots. Very stand like
Yeah, that's why I'm
no
gonna use a
risk.
smoke just to be safe.
Danny, don't you dare use a smoke on that mortar.
Yeah, you'll die if you don't.
I want to see Zukas get hit.
And this
He's
is
not
why I
safe
stopped.
planting an op.
This is why I stopped listening to Fog a long time ago.
It's funny how Danny feels about the safety of mortars when it's him doing this and not me.
Wait, what?
It's funny how you feel about the safety of mortar ranges when it's you doing it and not me.
That's because he wants himself to look better. He doesn't care how you look.
That's
The
true.
worse you look, the better he looks.
When I'm hitting, the mortar's nowhere, and I'm an idiot.
That's true. Man. Thank God for long shocks. Oh boy.
That was a noob flare.
That was really bad. It was a bad smoke.
Okay, you should still be able to get that health down. Rock early.
Go long shot.
God. This was horrible, guys.
Did that battle order.
Good God. That'll make you want to be pissed off.
How much health?
Too much.
Too much to burn. I don't think I need to troll Danny or any on this one.
Nope.
He did his own trolling.
Yep. Well, that sucked, guys.
Oh yes, 100k. That's a lot.
Yep.
Well, you could
Hashtag
stab,
new.
I guess.
That stupid smoke. Like, delay lost isn't great, but that smoke is what really killed me.
So as per usual, make up a hit for Danny Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only a 13 hit up.
You can flare a little bit more to the right, like closer to the wire.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's
I
been
don't
up with
think
my
there's like
flare
a
point lately. It's just been wrong.
happens. It's late. I mean, you
One,
saw me do
two.
the flare dancing earlier, right?
Yep.
And this is why Kill House is on top of 2.5.
Yep. Really proud of the people and the guys in Kill House, and not the girls.
Aww.
They're killing it. Doing really a great job. Number 5 right now. Awesome. Where's Mistake Z?
we're on a
Sitting
pretty
at
good
number
run.
3 still. I'm surprised we're not losing ground. Anyways, well, with my screw up late here in the stream,
Good job, Danny.
no, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thanks to everyone who's on call. We got Plank, Kim Cass, Boozer, HQ, and then some annoying cat. And
Right. main squad.
yeah, let's see how many people we got in task force. I might make some space. Yeah, I'll make some space for the night. I don't deserve to be there.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Hope you have a good night. Keep practicing. I'll try to get some type of AC tutorial video out tomorrow. I need to find something to do it on. Maybe if we get some nice hits on Phobos, that'll be
Try
a good
doing one
one.
on Maze Right Shields.
I have one on Maze Right Shields.
Oh,
I should go back and watch it.
yeah, you probably should.
Anyways, we never stopped the poll.
What pull?
It's HQ one.
The Taco Truck won with 3 votes. Total of 6 votes total. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night. Happy booming, everyone.